1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on my way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh. What's going on, guys? Bros back at you with another video. Today we will be talking about the greatest One Piece character of all time, Bon Clay. That's right, my man's the master of the Swan Kempo, the art of the oh come on my way, Bon Clay Bentham. That's right, you can call him whatever you want. You can call him Bon Clay, that's fine. You can call him Mr.2, that's fine. You can call him Bentham, that's fine. So why does he have so many names? Easy, because he works for a secret crime syndicate that mastered the underground of the Grand Line. Who did he work for? Nobody in particular. Just, one of the 7 warlords of the sea, and one of the single most powerful characters in all of One Piece, Crocodile. But where did Bon Clay rank in that organization? Such a noble organization, such a high-ranking organization must have Bon Clay listed somewhere way down below, right? Right? Wrong. Bon Clay was ranked number 2. Why? Because my man has skills, okay? My man is so good, so talented, that Crocodile himself feared Bon Clay's potential. Now, how is Bon Clay relevant to the story? Luffy's still alive because of this man, and today, come with me, Duo Bro Nation, as we go over this wonderful gay character. Okay? So it all starts in Alabasta when the One Piece crew, the Straw Hats, are sailing on the Grand Line. They're not doing anything in particular. They're kind of just fishing, reeling in some fish, and then they hear, undo, fire, undo, fire. Oh, come on my way. And they look over and they see this really weird looking dude. I mean, really, really weird looking dude come out of nowhere and basically become best friends. Bon Clay gets aboard their ship, starts touching their faces, showing off his clone fruit. That's right, Bon Clay is a devil fruit user. He uses the clone fruit, which means he can touch your face with this hand, and then he can duplicate it using this hand. Now when he wants that face to go away that he duplicates, and it goes away. So Bon Clay is very gifted in the arts of espionage thanks to his fruit, and also thanks to his personality. He has a very vast personality that can change at will. That's not true. He's actually really bad about changing his personality. When he changed into Nami while fighting Sanji, because he knew Sanji's weakness was a woman. So when he changed into Nami, he was still like, he still retained his Bon Clayish needs and likeness. So Sanji was able to knock him out and just, but it was an epic brawl. Don't get me wrong, Bon Clay and Sanji went at it for hours, kicking each other, buildings exploded. I mean, it was epic, absolutely. So in the midst of fighting, sorry guys, I had to take that off, that was getting a little too hot. But in the midst of fighting, Sanji kind of developed a respect for Bon Clay, and Bon Clay likewise. I mean, Bon Clay was like, wow, this is a real man. This man is teaching me how to be a man. So refined, so amazing, that I cannot best him. And Bon Clay lost to Sanji in the War of the West Bridge. A wonderful way to go out, Bon Clay. Standing ovation indeed. So what happened to Bon Clay after that? After he was defeated at the bridge and Crocodile was defeated, what happened to Bon Clay? Well, as the Straw Hats are leaving Alabasta, they look over and they see Marines to the left. They look over. They see Marines to the right. So what do? How can they get away safely? They hear this. Oh, come on my way! And Bon Clay comes and offers a solution. He says, Straw Hats, I will go down so you can escape, because you are my friends. And what kind of man would I be if I let my friends get captured? And Luffy reluctantly says, no, Bon Clay, I can't let you do that. And Bon Clay says, no, I insist. So that says it all. Bon Clay takes on both Hina and Smoker's forces in an epic brawl that ends ultimately in Bon Clay's capture in Miss Golden Week's weekend or something like that. I don't know. But he gets captured and sent to Impel Down, in which we don't hear from the gorgeous Gay for many, many years. It's been dark times. But then Ace gets captured and gets sent to Impel Down level 6. I don't know. My phone does the mirror thing. So he's sent to level 6 Impel Down, and Luffy decides he's going to rescue his brother. He's going to rescue Ace and get him back to the surface and win. While Luffy infiltrates Impel Down, there's another man in there. Another man we haven't seen for years. And that man is Buggy. Yes, Buggy. Buggy reappears in the arc to help Luffy on his quest to save Ace during the Impel Down arc. And as they go deeper, they run into multiple characters, such as Mr.2. That's right, they run into Mr.2 as well. And while Mr.2 and Buggy are going deeper into hell, they end up finding Bon Clay. Yes, they enter the desert hell, and it's a hell so hot, the heat is so intense, it actually turns you into dust. You know, people die from starvation, they die from dehydration, they just can't stand the heat, so they die. They don't have enough nourishment in their bodies to withstand that crazy amount of heat. Excuse me. So when Buggy and Mr.2 find Bon Clay, they decide that he's a powerful ally, so they free him. Okay? Not even in their minds that Luffy might find Bon Clay as well, and that Luffy and Bon Clay are friends. It doesn't even cross, their minds. So Bon Clay goes with Buggy and Mr.2, and they end up reuniting with Luffy. Tears streaming down Bon Clay's face as he skips over to his beloved friend Luffy, and they rejoice. They rejoice because now they're forming a powerful team. They have Buggy, they have Mr.2, and they have Mr.2 Bon Clay. Yes. So Bon Clay and Luffy take on the Bulgari. Bon Clay is proven to be a master at the martial arts of Swan Kempo. Okay, he has taken down Bulgari left and right, and we've seen Bulgari. Okay, they're no joke. They can do this weird floaty stuff. I don't even know. Bulgari I'm not going to touch because I don't know enough about them. I don't know anything about them. But they just float, they have axes, and they're scary. Okay? Bon Clay took them on no problem. He defeated tons of Bulgari. Okay? And later down the road, Luffy and Bon Clay are getting deeper and deeper into hell. And that's when they run into Hannibal. Crazy Hannibal. The Vice Warden himself. And Bon Clay takes him on easily, captures him, ties him up to the ceiling, and pretends to be him. Wow. Bon Clay defeated the Vice Warden, Hannibal. That's no joke. That's a serious feat in itself. Okay? So let's rewind it a little bit, go back a little bit. Bon Clay is... I don't even know how to explain this, guys. Bon Clay just has this huge weight on his shoulders. Because when he's running with Luffy, they're in level 4, hell. The fiery hell, and there's flames everywhere. It looks exactly like you would imagine the real hell to be. Okay, so when Luffy, I didn't pause, oops. But when Luffy's running with Bon Clay down there, they run into the most powerful man in all, I mean all, of Impel Down. That's right, Warden Magellan. Magellan ate the poison fruit, or the Doku no Mi. And that fruit by itself is so OP, it could rival the Admirals. Yes, it could. If the Admirals get that in their system, they're dead. Okay? And Bon Clay, he looks over at Magellan, looks over at Luffy, and says, Luffy, I can't do it. You can't do it. We need to run, or we're going to die. And Luffy says, no, I'm getting Ace back. So Bon Clay turns, and he skips away. He skips away, tears in his eyes, as Luffy battles the Hydra itself, Magellan. Luffy is ultimately defeated. It was a one-hit KO. Bon Clay ran, beat up, Hannibal, but that moment was tear-jerking. It was earth-shattering. The choice Bon Clay had to make, because it was survival or his friend, and he chose survival. And it was the first time he had to choose that. You could tell. Okay? And so when he ran, he sacrificed his friend for his own survival. And that's when he started thinking, you know what? I'm going back. I'm going to get Luffy back. So he does. He pretends to be Hannibal, gets into level 5 Impel Down, and sees Luffy in the freezing cold, snowy weather. Bon Clay is half naked at this point because he's dressed as Hannibal, and Hannibal has no sense of fashion, so he decides to wear a dress for whatever reason. I don't know, guys. But what I do know is Bon Clay grabbed Luffy, who was frozen and poisoned, and put him on a sled and dragged him. Dragged him here. Let me get it. Yeah, like that. And he was dragging him through the snow, through the ice, through everything. And then they hear, and they look around and they're surrounded by the wolves. Now these wolves aren't just any regular wolves. The wolves are Impel Down, rival the mythical beasts, the demons, okay? Because they just multiply. At first there'll be 5, then there'll be 10, then there'll be, 100. And they keep going up, they keep multiplying until they're in the thousands. So Bon Clay's, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, chopping them up. But it's not enough. He can't beat them. They're too powerful for Bon Clay. Bon Clay is freezing. He's dying of hypothermia. He probably lacks nourishment at this point because, again, my man was working out in level 3 Impel Down. That's the desert hell where it's burning his soul. Okay? He was working out. Just saying. Not the wisest decision, Bon Clay. But Bon Clay is still fighting. He's fighting off the wolves, but like I said, he's not enough. So then Luffy wakes up, and with his last bit of life force, summons up the strength to use Conqueror's Haki, and he makes all the wolves pass out. So with the wolves passed out, Bon Clay decides to join them, and he passes out as well. When they awake over in this weird area that has a whole bunch of gay people dancing. What? Yeah, gay people dancing everywhere. It's Okama Land. And who rules Okama Land other than the queen himself, Even-sama? Now Ivankov, apparently the queen of all the Okamas in the One Piece world, was hiding in level 5.5 Impel Down. Okay? And Bon Clay and Luffy use this opportunity to their advantage. Luffy gets healed here. Okay? Through the struggles and support of Bon Clay, Luffy gets revived, in which they go deeper into Impel Down to look for Ace. Now Ace isn't there. So Bon Clay, Luffy, and Ivankov now join up with Crocodile and Jinbei, 2 heavy hitters, who are even stronger than Bon Clay. But Bon Clay isn't, shaken by this. Bon Clay isn't taken aback by this. He pretends that he is as strong as them because he's doing it for his friend Luffy. His life is now in Luffy's hands, okay? He does not care about anything. He's leaving it all behind now. He already ran once. He is not going to do it again. So they go back up to go find a ship to rescue Ace. And they're going up. They're fighting everything. Then Bon Clay is faced with an even bigger challenge. It's a giant Minotaur. Yes, the Minotaur. The myth. The legend. Minotaur. It's a man who ate the mythical zone. The Mino no Mi. That's not true. It's probably just some guy who ate a cow fruit in a bowl. But he does look like the Minotaur, and it is an awakened zone. Crocodile confirmed this. So Bon Clay's the first to strike, and, he flies at him and kicks him in the face. But the bull isn't affected. He just swings his club and knocks Bon Clay pretty much out. Bon Clay goes flying, hits the metal. He goes, Luffy, don't take these on. But Luffy does. He knocks out the bull out of anger. So they keep climbing up. They're still going. And they get a ship. Jinbei robs a ship for them. Now they're sailing towards the huge gates of justice. These gates are at least 1,000 meters tall. They are taller than any mountain in One Piece. They are huge. And without them opening, they can't get through to Ace. Okay? Luffy can't make it. So as they're realizing this despair, a miracle happens. The gates start to open. That's my intimidation. That's my gate sound. You know, they start to open very slowly, and all of a sudden, the Straw Hat Luffy realizes something's wrong. He looks around. There's no Bon Clay anywhere. Where's Bon Clay? Where's my friend? Then he hears better, gotcha. Luffy, you go on without me. You may not even realize I was gone, but you go on without me, okay? You go rescue your brother S, and I'm gonna stay here. Goodbye, my friend. Gotcha. And with that, Bon Clay stayed behind. How did he do it though? How did he open the gates of justice? How did the man, the myth, the legend, Bon Clay, do it? Well, he touched Magellan's face somehow. When he did it, we don't know. How he did it, we don't know. But he did it. He touched Magellan's face. Now Luffy was saved. The gates of justice open and he sailed through, and Bon Clay turns around just to see the warden of Impel Down standing behind him. But what's going on with Bon Clay now? We saw that. Anybody who's watched the anime through has seen that scene. We all know what Bon Clay did there. But where is he in the current story? What is he doing? Well, he became the new queen of Okama Land in Impel Down. Yes, he's in 5.5. And don't forget, he is still relevant. Yes, because who is in Impel Down as well that we have seen recently? Doflamingo. And Doflamingo had an assassin coming for him. So I think Bon Clay is going to use this opportunity to break out. Okay, he's going to use the assassin that's trying to kill Doflamingo as a distraction to escape. And once he escapes, it's to Luffy's side in Wano. Now that's not necessarily going to happen, but I have a strong feeling that Oda's not going to forget our friend Bon Clay like Tekking 101 did. That's right, I said it, Tekking. I will make videos on who I feel like in your absence, my king. Tekking. Just kidding. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really love Bon Clay. He is an interesting character that Oda seems to adore. You know, he comes back every once in a while. I really hope Oda brings him back into the relevancy of the story. I hope he has an epic moment where they're fighting Blackbeard, and then Bon Clay and all the gay men come over with even cause, fighting, and win the day. But anyway, guys, Duo Bros signing out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you do, I will mail you a cookie. Alright, love you all. See you in the next video.